Hi, we are Bieke and Nicolas, and together with our two small dogs, we left Belgium behind and moved to the mountains of Italy.
Our dream is to restore these two beautiful old stone houses in Italy into a place where you never want to leave. Welcome to
Vista Verde.
the Italian Dream. When we first walked into this house, it was cold, damp, dark. Every room felt forgotten. Most people saw an old stone house that had been left behind. We saw the beginning of a new life. The ruin will become our biggest project, but while we wait for the permits, we decided to start with the little house first. Over the next 5 months, every wall, every corner, and every room slowly came back to life. This is the story how we turned an abandoned stone house into our home. Ti piace? Ah, sì, molto, tanto, tanto, è benissimo. Bravo, bravo. Sì?
Si solleva e lasci sollevato.
Ah, bello.
Ok?
Sì?
Poi questo lo vado io lì.
Ok,
E là. A posto.
ok, va bene. A year ago, this place wasn't even our home. It was just a dream we talked about late at night. A dream of moving, going somewhere else, living in Italy. And now I'm standing here. Our house, the views, mixing, hanging tiles on our fireplace.
I'm on the move. We're getting frisky. We're in the groove. People are smiling, and the music is on fire.
First things first, we have to figure out how we can make these corners work. If you're a professional tiler, you might want to look away for the next few minutes. No two handmade Moroccan tiles are ever the same. Their imperfections are what make them beautiful, just like us, and also what makes them so difficult to work with. Every edge had to be carefully ground by hand to create the clean, seamless finish we were hoping for.
I'm feeling cheeky. I'm on high. I'm feeling forward. Yeah. I'm in the sky. All I see is happy people coming up to the dance floor. The beat is lifting me up and it's lifting me higher, higher, higher. It makes me say that I feel alright. I feel good. Hey, hey.
For our very first tiling project, we're pretty proud of the result. What do you think? Let us know in the comments.
Actie!
Tenho esse mar todo, todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho o sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer.
Our next project was to make this space both practical and cozy. A place to store firewood, a cozy corner for the dogs, and a little reading nook by the window to enjoy the beautiful views while drinking a coffee or reading a book.
Pode crer, não preciso de você. Tenho esse mar todo, todo pra olhar. Tenho as estrelas infinitas pra contar. Tenho o sol brilhando e os patos nadam em par. Meus passos vão mostrando o prazer de observar as flores no caminho. É um agrado que Deus deu. Um dia após o outro, foi o que Ele prometeu. Pode crer, não preciso de você.
In order to have a functional bench to sit on to carry enough weight, I decided not to go with the Eton blocks, but to glue two OSB panels together for strength and made a gyproc box around it, just so we can plaster it, make it nice, and to have the illusion of one complete bench.
De ultieme test? Is dit weer?
Perfect.
Ja, ik zou er niet op springen, man. Dus we moeten 2% van 150 kilo.
Ah, ja, ja.
Dat is oké.
Even staan?
Nee. Je moet niet forceren. Nee! Allee! Ah. Allee, af. Stop! Stop. Is er nog een blad dat trekt zeker?
Dat is toch kloek?
Ja, het is kloek. Allee, ga maar aan.
I'm on the move. We're getting frisky. We're in the groove. People are smiling, and the music is on fire. The lights are turning me on, and they're lifting me higher. I wanna tell you that I feel alright. Yeah, I feel fine. Yeah, something inside me is saying that I'm on the move, baby. Hey, I'm moving on up to a higher destination. I'm moving on up. I'm feeling cheeky. I'm on high. I'm feeling forward. Yeah. I'm in the sky. All I see is happy people coming up to the dance floor. The beat is lifting me up, and it's lifting me higher, higher, higher. It makes me say that I feel alright. I feel good. I'm in the groove. Hey, hey, something inside me feels like I'm on the move, baby. I'm moving on up. Hey, I'm moving on up to a higher destination. Hey, I'm moving on up. Destination. I'm moving on up. I'm moving on up.
Every house has those little corners that don't quite know what they want to be. This was ours. I wanted to turn it into something beautiful, while also bringing more light into the hallway. So we built a large mirror from scratch, perfectly sized for the space. Sometimes it's the smallest details that make a house finally start to feel like home.
While we are out exploring antique markets, it's nice knowing we can always check in on our dogs through our Reolink E1 indoor camera. Thanks again to Reolink for sending us this camera. Come inside our house. This is the final result. And honestly, we couldn't be more happy with how it turned out. What do you think? Would you have done anything differently? Let us know in the comments. We are very, very curious.
Renovating a house isn't just about walls, floors, or paint. For me, it's also about finding pieces with a story. We wanted this house to feel authentic. So instead of buying everything new, we've been collecting antiques from little shops and markets across Italy. Every piece has its own history. And somehow they've all found a new home here. Little by little, this house is starting to tell our story too.
A house only becomes a home when it's lived in, when meals are shared, when evenings become routines, and when the silence is replaced by everyday life. That's exactly what this little stone house has become for us. And now that we finally have a place to call home, we're ready for the adventure that brought us to Italy in the first place, restoring our forgotten stone ruin. And if you want to be part of it, don't forget to follow us on YouTube or Instagram and follow this crazy adventure we call life. So 5 months ago on our second video of the channel, we showed you guys around our house that we bought, our two old stone houses here in Italy. Now 5 months later, after a lot of work, we are proud to show you what we did with it. So first we have our old doors that we upcycled, adding glass and metal for more light into the home. Over here you have antique stuff. So Bieke really enjoys antique stuff. One thing you notice is a fireplace. In the beginning it was just normal, these handmade Moroccan tiles, and we put them on the fireplace. Next to the fireplace we have a place now to store our wood. We have a bench. Before we had two metal cages for our dogs to sleep in. Now they sleep in an open bench, so they have room to move wherever they want. Can sit here at night, reading a book, looking outside. Not too bad, I guess. Our kitchen remained the same. We found this one at an antique shop, antique market. And Bieke made this robe herself. So it's really beautiful. Of course, the kitchen, you also see we now have air conditioning because it's hot sometimes. If you remember closely, a lot of you viewers told us not to remove the toilet behind this door. We didn't really listen because we have now a pantry. We don't have a lot of stuff, but Bieke likes everything tidy, so if it's not having a function, it has to go in a closet. Let's go down, and while we're going down, you will also see a beautiful do-it-yourself mirror. She bought all these separate mirrors from IKEA. She made the wood, she cut the wood, she painted the wood, she fixes the wood, and we hanged it up here together, which you probably would have seen in the video by now. But it's a beautiful extra feature, providing the extra play with the light. So let's go down. The staircase changed a bit because below us now is the guest room, or almost finished guest room. And we gutted the stairs, so it's a separate room. So now we have also room to put some stuff. So let's go inside first. Our office. It is a little bit of a mess right now because of course we are working all the time. But we have here our new computer, well, our new desktop computer. Before I used to work on a laptop, but because of all these videos, the laptop was getting too slow. And a local computer builder called AGM Computers made a good computer for me. Storage space, never enough storage space. And over here we have the bedroom. We have our bed in the corner, a small thingy for Bieke, and we have our closet. So the closet is placed like this so that we can walk around, and Bieke can have her beautiful stuff here. I have my clothes here, and then on the other side we have more stuff. In our next video, we are taking you in the green heart of Italy. We are going to show you around in Umbria. Beautiful places to visit, best restaurants you can go and eat traditional food, and just where to go in Umbria to have an amazing time. So, see you in the next video. Bye bye.